Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the TheAireaidLord, and welcome to an official gaming update for December 21st, 2014. Can you believe it? We have survived the end of the world for 2 years now. It's kind of funny. It's been 2 years since people were, making all those crazy theories. Well, actually, they were doing it before then, but the world was supposed to end 2 years ago, but thanks to Desmond Miles, it did not end. So thank you, Desmond Miles. Your sacrifice went to a good cause. Anyway, so yes, I haven't done a gaming update to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm going to be doing on my channel. I haven't done one in a while. Let us check. I'm going to check my YouTube page to actually see when the last time I did a gaming update was. And the last gaming update I did was on November 8th, so it has been over a month since I've done an official gaming update. I expected that fully because, towards the end of the year I get bogged down with, especially being in college, I get bogged down with assignments, finals, friends and all sorts of other stuff. And, I've said this in many vlogs that that's the case, and I kind of just take my channel on a day-by-day basis. If I can do stuff with the channel, great. If I can't, oh well. So I kind of just I kind of wait it out. Sometimes I save videos on my computer so I can just throw them up on YouTube whenever I have a free second. It's kind of how I've been handling things. I've said this in the past a couple of times, so it's nothing new to my viewers, but I just figured I'd say it again in case people, kind of saw points in my channel where I didn't upload many videos and then points where I did upload some videos, so it can get kind of confusing. But as of late, I've actually been uploading quite a number of videos to my channel, primarily because I'm on Christmas vacation and I do have more time to do stuff for my YouTube channel and play some of the new games and do different stuff. So I just want to review those things quickly, and then I want to talk about some cool Christmassy content that I'm going to be doing for the channel, some unique videos that I'm going to be releasing, as well as some new playthroughs and some new games that I'm going to be focusing on in the coming weeks. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on that, okay? Now, let us see. So, ever since that gaming update on the 8th, I discussed, let's see, yes, I discussed some of the new games that were coming out, because there was that 1 week in November where there was like 1 million games coming out. And I think, out of all the games that came out, I think Far Cry 4 was the only game that I purchased. Yeah, the only games I've purchased this fall gaming season, the only 2 new games that I've purchased, or 3 games actually, Master Chief Collection, Far Cry 4, and good old Destiny. Those are the 3 games that I've purchased this year. I have not, other than free expansions such as the Omega mode for Street Fighter 4, there has not been anything else that I've purchased, and that's kind of weird because I skipped Advanced Warfare. I haven't had a chance to play Assassin's Creed Unity yet. There are some titles that have come out that I still want to get to, and I just haven't had a chance because, when those games came out, I was busy, didn't have the time to pick them up and actually play them. And in my mind, and I said this in my gaming update, I believe, over a month ago, that I wanted to save some of those titles for vacation because I knew I would have extra free time, so that would give me an opportunity to actually play those games and do them. So rather than try to put it in with the time that I'm doing at school, it's impossible. Like I've said, I like to focus on real life stuff there and kind of put the channel on the back burner, whenever possible. So, okay. In terms of content, alright, what I did since my last gaming update, I basically played Far Cry 4. That's been the majority of content on my channel, alright? Far Cry 4, like I said, I tried to name my Far Cry 4 videos just like I did for Far Cry 3, because my Far Cry 3 playthrough was insanely successful, and I wanted to kind of follow in the footsteps of that, and basically try to upload my Far Cry 4 video, or not upload them, but name them and tag them the same way I did for Far Cry 3 to see if I can try to get the good view numbers that I did for Far Cry 3. Because if you don't know, Far Cry 3 is actually one of my most popular playthroughs on my channel. Every single video has, more than 1,000 views, lots of comments and likes. And I'm not sure why. Maybe people just didn't know how good Far Cry 3 was, and it was kind of this hype mentality, because I think Far Cry 4 was really anticipated because it was a sequel to Far Cry 3. And so people playing Far Cry 3, maybe Far Cry 2 wasn't that great of a game, and so Far Cry 3 people kind of were just trying it for the hell of it. And maybe not many people thought it was going to be a good game, and then when people started doing walkthroughs and really doing in-depth footage, people searched for that and they found it. So maybe my videos were some of the videos that people were looking for, because I did in the description, I put, walkthrough, this mission, the name of the mission, and I tried to do that because the naming system of the missions is similar in Far Cry 4 to Far Cry 3. And so I tried to do that. Unfortunately, I can say that has been a complete and utter failure. My numbers in terms of my views for Far Cry 4 have been absolutely abysmal, to the point where some videos barely get any views at all, which is, I understand. I know that me being away from the channel for extended periods of time and not having dedicated content, I know that people might drift off and not really watch my stuff, or maybe might not have time to watch my content as a whole. I understand that completely. I understand that people get busy, and I understand that me not being consistent has contributed to some of my low view numbers. However, I was kind of hoping with Far Cry 4 I could get some interest, because I haven't done a full playthrough in a while. The other day, I just finished uploading the remaining videos for Far Cry 4, which clocked in, let's see, how many videos total did we get? Total Far Cry 4 videos, we have 21 walkthrough videos, which is the main story. And then there were some other odds and end videos that I did, like glitch videos. What were some other videos I did? I did, there were so many freaking glitches in Far Cry. I teleported under the map. There was a guy stuck in midair in the arena. There was a whole bunch of things, and I made those individual videos and threw them up because I thought they were freaking hilarious, and it just showed how glitched out and unprepared and unfinished Far Cry 4 actually was. So, I tried with Far Cry 4. It was a new game. I tried to get some cool content out on day one and try to show people that I had some interest in the game, but it more or less kind of fell on its head, and it's okay, because I know, there's a million YouTubers trying to compete with views for Far Cry, and I know I'm just on the low end of the totem pole in terms of that, and it's not good. I can't compete with these people, because they actually, some of them even do it for their jobs, and that's not what I do. But every now and then I'd like some people to kind of watch some of my Far Cry content, which would be nice. But going forward, because it does give me some incentive to make the videos, if nobody's really going to watch, then I'm like, well, why am I, I'll play the game for my own enjoyment, but, why am I putting it on YouTube in the first place? So, so we'll see. I don't know how, I think the way Far Cry 4 turned out, it might influence how I do playthroughs in the future. This is something that I'm planning on discussing during my 4-year channel anniversary, which is coming up on the 27th of December, and I will discuss that more in this vlog. So yeah, so Far Cry 4, I did a lot of content for it. I also did some different videos between then. I made a rant video about games in 2014, because basically all the glitches in Far Cry 4 led me to basically explode on video games as a whole in 2014. And I went on a long-winded rant about how 2014 has really been a pathetic year for games. So many games that have been hyped and talked about for a long time turned out to be major disappointments, and I myself was disappointed, and I kind of reviewed the year as a whole and discussed why I was disappointed. In addition, I finished off my Walking Dead Season 5, up to the mid-season vlogs, because The Walking Dead is taking its yearly break. The new episodes will resume in February, so the Walking Dead Season 5 vlogs that I do with my roommate Jack, those will not start up until February, obviously, because the new episodes don't start until February, so we'll be doing those. We'll be resuming those for episodes 9 through 16 of Season 5 of The Walking Dead in February, once they start. So, I love that series. It's one of my favorite series on television, and I, follow it closely, and I can't wait for the new episodes to come. But right now on my channel, there's a playlist, all 8 of the first 8 episodes of The Walking Dead. I do have reviews for all 8 of those episodes. I think only one video does not feature Jack, and I think that was the first one because that was the weekend where we had like a bit of a break, so we didn't actually get to do that one together. So, but other than that, it's co-op, giving our thoughts, commentating, and discussing the series as a whole. Okay? Let's see. What else? I hear a train in the distance. I think that's the first time I've ever actually heard a train in my video. I usually don't hear trains because I don't live near train tracks, so like I don't know how the hell where's that coming from. I did a few unboxing videos as well for, again, the Master Chief Collection, which I purchased. Again, I don't have an Xbox One right now. I do want to clarify that. I'm getting it for Christmas from my family members, and yeah, I bought the Master Chief Collection in preparation for getting the console. So I have the Master Chief Collection right here in my room. I'm looking at it right now, but I don't have a console to play it on right now. If I did, I would, you know, make footage for it right now, but I don't. In about 3-4 days I will. So that is something to look forward to, and I'm really looking forward. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know, Halo 2 is my favorite FPS of all time, and I'm actually going to be doing some co-op footage of Halo 2 Anniversary with my brother, who actually did Halo 1 Anniversary co-op with me. He's going to be doing Halo 2 Anniversary with me, and we're going to be doing a full campaign playthrough on normal mode co-op. And then if there's time, I might also do Halo 3 with my other brother, and we might also do the co-op campaign on normal and go through that. Again, I'm not sure what the viewer retention is going to be, because the Master Chief Collection has been out for over a month at this rate. So will anyone want to see my content for this game? Like, you know, I can't judge the interest. I can't really judge the interest level. I'm not really sure if people will want to watch it because it's old. I don't know, because I've seen a few walkthroughs and playthroughs on YouTube. It's not exactly the most popular game that's come out on YouTube in terms of playthroughs that I've seen, but there are a majority of people. Like, there's one guy who's been doing legendary walkthrough guides to get world record times, and I was actually considering that because, again, I've beaten Halo 2 on legendary on my original Xbox, which was a really hard experience, and I kind of want to relay that in my footage. Once I can play the Master Chief Collection, I kind of want to do like a legendary run, and not necessarily a run like as in a world record run. I don't really like to do speed runs of games, you know. Back in summer 2013, I did a quote-unquote speed run of Jak and Daxter for 100% completion. However, the run was more that I didn't die. Like, when I do a run of a game from start to finish, I like to do it so that I don't die in the game. So if I was to do, you know, and I know there's only one person who's actually done a legendary run without dying, that's Cody Miller, and he also did a speed run time of that too. So it was you know, he didn't die and he got a speed run time, which is fucking miraculous. That's the best of both worlds. But for me, if I'm going to do Halo 2 Anniversary, I do want to try to give people tips on Legendary, but I want to do it if you're not speedrunning it. Like, sure, it's good to use glitches every once in a while to get past hard sequences, but I don't want to make the whole game, my whole Legendary playthrough about glitching the game, because, you know, I know it can get repetitive, because Legendary sends waves and waves and waves of enemies at you that are really tough, and some people opt to skip it on Legendary by using glitches, and you know, even though that's all well and good, you know, I kind of like to fight the enemies sometimes, and I don't know, maybe I would do that just to show people how many waves of enemies there are. Like, even if it's a really tough sequence, how many waves of enemies there are. You know, are there ways to use different combat situations, different weapons in tricky situations? So that's an idea I had. So in addition to the normal co-op playthroughs that I'm thinking of doing in the Master Chief Collection, I was also looking to do legendary guides to Halo 2 specifically, and also Halo 3. I mean, I own Halo 3 for the 360 right now, so I could technically do that now, but it makes more sense to do it on the Xbox One since that's the most updated console. Okay. And then, of course, there's the multiplayer aspect of the Master Chief Collection, which I also want to make a lot of footage for, because I loved Halo 2's multiplayer. Was what got me interested in Microsoft's console to begin with. So I need to play Halo 2 multiplayer. Expect to see lots of multiplayer from that game uploaded, you know, during and after Christmas. Let's see, what else? Also, I've heard that the Halo 5 Guardians initial multiplayer beta has been released, and I think, it's been released for some people. Apparently on December 29th, the full thing is coming out. And so I would like to give it a shot. I mean, I might be in the middle of my Master Chief Collection footage. I mean, that's 4 days after Christmas, so I'm not sure, you know, how much I'll have done of the Master Chief Collection in 4 days. Probably a decent amount, but maybe at that point I'll want to take a break and do some Halo 5 stuff. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a break to do Halo 5 content. So, I think that might be, you know, a good option. And it's new, so I can cover it new on the Xbox One, and I can give you guys maybe my perspective on how I think it's going. Because, I mean, I used to play Halo 3 competitively. Wasn't the biggest I wasn't the biggest fan of Halo 4 when it came out. I really didn't have that great of things to say about the game. I did a review of Halo 4 when it came out in 2012. I thought it took too many aspects from Call of Duty, and I thought that it really wasn't a great game overall. I thought the multiplayer really was unbalanced, and it didn't feel Halo-like. You know, even though it was Halo gameplay, just everything combined in the game, armor abilities, custom classes, it didn't feel Halo. It really didn't. So, you know, I basically kind of shit on the game in my review 2 years ago, but I held out in the hopes that 343 would make Halo 5 better, and they said they listened to the feedback. And it seems like Halo 5 has gotten rid of custom classes, but they've also added some new armor abilities, new weapons. I've seen the footage already on YouTube, so it looks interesting, so I will give it a shot. So expect some Halo 5 stuff from the beta, Master Chief Collection stuff, both co-op and single-player stuff that I'm going to do on my own. I'm not sure who I'll be playing co-op with. I mean, I do have some friends on Skype I might ring up and have jump on here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do with that. But that's for gameplay. I also have Assassin's Creed Unity, but I haven't started it yet. So that might be also something I start, because, you know, I'm pretty much going to do as much gaming content as I can up until when I have to go back to college. Because when I have to go back to college, that's pretty much where I take a break and take it easy. You know, I stop with the constant gameplay, and then I'm basically like, all right, you know, it's back to work, back to, you know, my friends, and back to the other, you know, my real life kind of stuff, you know. So that's how I'm looking. That's the outlook of what my content's going to look like for the next couple of weeks. In terms of Christmas stuff, every year I do Christmas-related content, okay? I always have a Christmas special, which is really just random gameplay. Random gameplay from random games mashed together. That's literally what my Christmas special has been. 2012, 2013, and I suppose that's what it's going to be for 2014, although, you know, because I have some videos saved up right now that are kind of random. For example, I made a video game review of Far Cry 4. Because I played the whole game, I uploaded a full playthrough to YouTube. I felt that it was appropriate that I review the game. So I am going to be uploading that on YouTube, possibly tomorrow, possibly Tuesday, we'll have to see. I also have on my computer a new episode, episode 2 of Matt is Good at the Games He Plays. If anyone remembers, back in October, I released the first episode of this new series where me and my college friends get together. We have lots of fun. We basically crowd around a game, and one of my college friends, Matt, plays these random games, usually open world, and he just does crazy fun stuff. I record a whole bunch of footage, and then I chop it up. Actually, he chops it up. He and I are into video editing, so we both take turns. He puts in some cool graphics. I chop up the clips and make sure it's kind of condensed. So we both work on the video editing, and that's what we did for the first episode. And then, you know, I put it up on my channel, and yeah. So episode 2, I have on my computer. It's done. We did it. We filmed it like a month ago, so I've had it finished for a while. I've just been waiting for the right moment to upload it. The game is Watch Dogs that we played. I've since traded the game in. I don't have it anymore, but Watch Dogs was the game that we played, because the first episode was Grand Theft Auto 4, specifically the Ballad of Gay Tony. He was just running around, blowing up stuff, doing crazy stuff in Grand Theft Auto 4. And so, instead of, I had the idea for him to just jump to GTA 5, but I felt that that would be a little too soon, you know. So I had not Grand Theft Auto, Watch Dogs be the second episode. So episode 2 of Matt is Good at the Games He Plays is Watch Dogs, and some really funny stuff happened in this video. Some great animations, there was actually some really cool stick figures, animations, and all this cool stuff that my friend Matt threw into that video. It's really creative and it's really well done. I'm really proud about that series because it's a very heavy, it's very heavy on the video editing. It's different than my other gameplay where I'm uploading raw gameplay of me recording with my Elgato. But with this series, you've got jump cuts and you've got all these animations, and you got figures jumping in. It's a very creative series, and I love to make it with my friends because I get to have these cool experiences with my college friends, and then I also get to provide you guys with great content. It's kind of like I'm combining two aspects of my life into one, and it makes great content for everybody. My friends love watching it. You guys love watching it. The turnout for episode 1, I think it was like 250 views and like 10 likes or something like that. So it seems like it had a positive reception. So I'm happy to be uploading episode 2. And episode 3 will probably be Grand Theft Auto 5, and we haven't filmed that yet, so that'll probably be in the spring sometime when we do that. So yeah. So that's something else. So we've got the Far Cry 4 review, episode 2 of Matt is Good at the Games He Plays, and I don't know if there's anything else that I'm probably going to have some sort of maybe, again, Master Chief related content I might throw in there, maybe something from Assassin's Creed. Let's see. My door's acting up. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I don't have anything saved on my computer right now, but I could make something. Again, it could be from Assassin's Creed, possibly. I've heard that game has a lot of problems with the frame rate in particular. People weren't too happy about it. I did mention that game in my Is 2014 the Worst Year of Gaming? I mentioned Assassin's Creed 3's frame rate issues. We'll have to see. I'll cook up something. Maybe it'll be co-op stuff. Some of my friends were actually looking to play some stuff with me on Christmas Day for my co-op, just do stuff with me. So if something funny happens during that, I might put that up as well, okay? In addition to that, some other content I've done. A couple of days ago, I uploaded some Street Fighter 4 Omega videos, which this new Omega mode adds new moves for every single character. It's not a competitive mode, but it's just some mode to fuck around with and endless. I did a combo video for my main, Mr. Bison, M. Bison, and DiCapri. Those videos have a couple thousand views. I'm impressed by the turnout. However, there's a lot of nasty comments and dislikes if anyone has seen those videos because I did not edit them. I did not have time to edit them, so I just threw them up raw, and there's a lot of failures and epic fails of me trying to pull off moves, and it's basically, kind of painful to watch in some regard. I do admit. And there are a lot of dislikes on the video in particular, just because people, were like, oh, this isn't combos, you suck at the game, and you don't know what you're doing. And I've turned off ratings for one of the videos at least, and so I just was like, you know what, Street Fighter has never been a focus of mine. My friends, I only play it because 2 of my friends play it. I play it with 2 specific friends, and that's the only reason why I even have Street Fighter to begin with. That's the only reason I upgraded to Ultra Street Fighter 4 a few months ago when it came out. It's the only reason why I do anything Street Fighter related. I know how to play the game. I main a charge character. I've uploaded YouTube videos. Like, hell, my Halloween special was me playing as my main, winning ranked matches. So if I've won ranked matches and I'm almost to C plus rank for my character, I have to be at least somewhat decent at the game, so. But anyway, those are just people from, who like fighting games who are just shitting on my content, but that's really not that big of a deal. So that's pretty much it for my content. If you guys have any suggestions of games you want. If you've heard, you know, Assassin's Creed, Master Chief Collection, if there's anything in particular you want me to focus on more, do let me know. All the Far Cry 4 mission videos are in a playlist right now. Those are finished in case you have some interest in them now that I've mentioned that I've done them. The only thing I'm not doing this year, and I want to mention this as the last point because I'm already 25 minutes in, and I made this video extremely fucking long, but there was a lot of stuff to talk about. The one thing I'm not doing this year, which is historic because every single year, except for 2010, I have done this for my YouTube channel, and this year is the first year where I'm not doing it. The funniest moments on my channel. 2011, 2012, 2013, 3 years I have done the funniest moments of my channel where I go back into playthroughs and footage and I basically throw in the funniest moments I felt that were funny in my gameplay. Unfortunately, I don't really feel I can do that for this year because 2014 was the year that I pretty much took the channel in a different direction. I halted a lot of my intensity with the channel. I didn't upload as many videos. There were many periods of times where I wasn't uploading videos for weeks and days on end. And so I barely did any consistent playthroughs. Off the top of my head, Infamous Second Son, Watch Dogs, Far Cry 4. There were those classic playthroughs of the campaigns that I did over the summer. But I can only name a few. Like, I could probably name them on one hand that I did actual consistent playthroughs, you know? So, I don't really have anything, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of much that would be, you know, the funniest moment, per se. And to be honest, my funniest moment last year really didn't, like, it wasn't received that well because the theme of it was different. It was like zombies, GTA, and co-op because I felt there were 3 segments in 2013 that really shined in terms of co-op. In 2012, I actually did a top 10. Like the number 10 was the worst. Like in the order of how funny they were for 2010. 2011 was a mashup. 2011, I just threw all sorts of funny moments in and just kind of shoved it into one funny moment montage. So yeah, every single year I've done something different for funniest moment thing. 2011 was a mashup, 2012 was an actual countdown from 10 to 1, and 2013 was 3 separate sections of places where I thought that were funny, you know, because I focused on 3 main sections of my channel in that year. Grand Theft Auto content, zombie content for Black Ops 2, and then, you know, different stuff in regards to co-op. So this year was really a sparse year, you know. There were probably funny moments, but it would take a lot of investigating for me to figure out which specific moments were really funny. It would take a lot of time, and, you know, I want to focus my efforts on my channel and other places. I don't want to spend all my time, hours, searching through all my videos to find funny moments, because I can't remember many of them off the top of my head. If you guys want to do that, if you want to comment on this video and tell me what moments you thought were funny for my YouTube channel, be my guest. Because if you do mention a good number of funny moments, there is a possibility that I'll make one. Maybe I'll make a mashup just like I did in 2011, just say, alright, here's some funny moments, they're all together, there you go, you know. And, so yeah, there's a possibility of that, but to be honest, I kind of already do that with the Matt is good at the games he plays. That's kind of a mashup of funny moments. I mean, like I explained to you what the series is. We huddle around, we play for a period of time, I record the whole thing, then I go back and edit it, and then my friend puts stuff over it to make it even funnier. So, in the editing, I'm editing out the bad stuff and kind of putting in the stuff that was the funniest. So, you know, I've kind of already done that for some videos. So, again, I can't really necessarily think of the ultra funny moments because, again, I wasn't invested in my channel as much in the past, so it's not like off the top of my head I can think. You know, I've got more things on my mind other than the channel, which, again, wasn't the case in the past, but that is the case now. So thank you guys. My camera's actually about to freaking time out because the video stops at 29:45 seconds, so whoop-de-doo, I've made a fucking 30-minute video. If you're still watching by now, congrats. You deserve a cookie. So yeah, so tomorrow or the day after, I'm planning on uploading the Far Cry 4 review, and then I'll kind of take the content day by day, okay? So thank you guys for watching and for, you know, kind of sticking through all my content, and thanks for listening to me babble for so long. I'll see you guys later for new stuff. Comment on the video if you want something specific or you want to mention a funny moment. Thanks.